So recently, EasyProperties was paying out one of its first quarterly dividends for the year 2022, and a lot of people were actually disappointed at the amounts that they received because they were expecting more money than they actually got because of the money that they've invested. To the point where a lot of people even went out and said EasyProperties is a scam. So why are you receiving less money than you expected, and how do you actually calculate dividends, and what are the important days to look out for which are going to be paying out dividends on the EasyProperties? So let's get straight into the video of the day. So for those who don't know, EasyProperties is one of Purpose Group's and EasyEquities are branch or company which aims in making investing in property here in South Africa a very easy process. So what it basically does that EasyProperties goes out and looks for a property in which they could buy, or they raise capital through crowdfunding so that the property can be built, and they pay out dividends through rental income and through the current value of your shares. So after all the expenses have been deducted, that's when they start paying the dividends through the current value of your shares and how much money you're actually going to get. So you don't have to worry about the process, you don't have to worry about the paperwork, the admin and all those type of things are being taken care of. The only thing that you need to worry about is how much money you're getting and when are you getting the money. So the first reason why you're not getting the dividends which you're expecting on the EasyProperties app is because their properties are still new in the market and the value hasn't grown to the point where it has to give out high dividends. So for an example, let's say you want to build a 4-roomed house, you're building a 4-roomed house and wanting you to sell it maybe in 6 months time. Yes, you're going to make profits, but you're not going to make enough profit compared to when maybe you want to sell the 4-roomed house after 10 years, meaning that after 10 years the house would have gotten more value, would have accumulated more value to the point where it will give you more returns on investment. So basically what I'm trying to say is that in the property game you always have to be more patient, you always have to hold. It's like wine, the more mature the wine is, the better it tastes. But maybe if you sell the wine now and you store it in a bad place or bad management, that's what's going to happen. You're going to have cheap tasting wine and all those type of stuff. So the main point is for you to hold and be patient here in the EasyProperties app, because property is a very good thing to invest in because it matures over time. It's either it's a good thing or it's a bad thing, but most of the time you getting good returns on investment is a guarantee when it comes to investing in property. So secondly and lastly, the reason why you are not getting your expected dividends on the EasyProperties app is because EasyProperties pays out their dividends in cents. They don't pay out their dividends in rands. So the reason why they pay out their dividends in cents and not in rands is because initially you bought the property stock for 1 rand each. So if the EasyProperties pays out their stocks in rands, it will mean that the returns will be over 100%, resulting in the company losing money and losing more money than the money which they're actually getting per quarter, so that's the reason why they're doing that. And the other reason why you would never do this is like you investing money, you investing 500 rands in a bank and you actually getting 500 back interest into the bank. That will never happen. Only EasyEquities can do that when you're investing in stocks. So those are the things to look at. The other thing to look at and know is that your dividends are actually determined by the property value, and they're also determined by the rental income which is paid by the tenants to the property. So let's make an example about the listed property here on EasyProperties, which is called the Blood, which is located in Pretoria. So let's make an example. Let's say the rent pay per month which is paid is 5,000 rands per month, and then in 2022 they decide to raise the rent and say the rent that you're going to pay now is 6,000 rands per month. So meaning that that's going to also affect your dividends, meaning that the more the rent increase, the more your dividends also increase. It means that it's directly proportional. So when the rent increases, the property value increases and also your dividends increase. So those are the things to take in consideration. So as I've said before, you always have to make sure that you are patient. Patience is key when it comes to property, and those are one of the things to look at. And the other thing which will also determine how much money or dividend you'll be getting in the future is to see how much is the evaluation of the company, or how much is the evaluation of the certain property which you've bought. So let's say the Blight evaluation is sitting on maybe in the next 10 years, the future evaluation is sitting on 3,000 million or 3 million rather, and that's when you're actually going to see that potentially I'm going to be receiving this money, and you determining and seeing whether so the valuation for the year 2022 is sitting on maybe let's say 1 million, and then by the year before for 10 years maybe it's going to be sitting on 10 million. So that's how you're going to measure, and that's how you're going to see how much money you're going to get. So even if you're going to put 10,000 into the bank, as long as the shares haven't increased, as long as nothing has increased from the property which you've bought, you're still going to get less dividends than the money you've been putting. So that's what I'm saying. Patience is key, guys. Never take property as a stock which you bought on Apple and anything, because that's the mentality which is actually destroying a lot people, resulting in people saying that Easy Properties is a scam, which is not. So those are the things to also consider. So another thing to consider, or another thing to know, is to know how to calculate your own dividends, so that you are not surprised whenever you're getting your dividends paid out to your Easy Properties account. You're never saying that Easy Properties is a scam and all those type of things. So let's make an example about the Blade property, which is located here in Pretoria. So let's say after the Blade property here in Pretoria has paid out everything, has paid out all of its expenses to everything, and all of its everything has been paid out for, it now declares that it's going to be paying 2.3 cents to its investors per share. So let's say per share is going to give out 2.3 cents, right? I'm holding my calculator here so that everyone can know the numbers. So let's say it's going to be paying out 2.3 cents to its investors per share, and then the investor has 1,500 shares on the Easy Properties. Maybe on the Blade property which they have bought, they have 1,500 shares. So you are going to multiply the 2.3 shares cents which is being paid out, multiplied by the 1,500 shares which you have, so which is going to equate to 3,450 cents of the dividends which you are going to get. So equating the cents to rands, you're going to divide it by 100, which results in 34.5 cents here in South Africa. So that's how you're going to calculate the dividends. So let's make another example. Let's say it's still giving out 2.3 cents, right? And then you've invested 5,000 shares. You bought 5,000 shares from the Blade property, and then you're going to multiply the 2.3 shares that you cents that is being paid out, multiplied by the 5,000 shares which you've bought. That will be equating to 11,500 cents. Then dividing the cents and converting them to rands, we are going to be actually getting 115 rands from your dividends which you are going to be paid out. So that's not the exact amount of the dividends. I'm just making an example. So that's just basically how you pay. That's how you actually but that's actually how you calculate your dividends of the property. So the last but not least thing to consider or to know as an Easy Properties investor is to know the calendar date or the dividend date of when the dividends are going to be paid out. So as you all know that the dividends are being paid out 4 times a year, meaning that they are paid in 3 months intervals, which means they are paid quarterly. So the dates which you need to consider, or the dates for you to know of when they're going to be paid, I'm going to be reading them now for you so that you can take note of them. So the first date in which they're going to be paying out the dividends has already passed, which is on the 20th February 2022. The second date which is going to be paying out dividends is a date on the 20th May 2022. The third one is on 20th August 2022, and the fourth and the last one is on the 20th November 2022. So those are the dates in which you need to be aware of. Those are the dates you need to keep so that you know when you're going to be expecting dividends, and if you're going to be making the plans with your money which you are going to receive. So those things are very important as an Easy Properties investor or as an investor in general. So guys, we've came to the end of the video, and if you like this video, please be sure to subscribe, like, comment and share this video to everyone who was thinking that Easy Properties is a scam. And if you feel like you know someone's always saying Easy Properties is a scam, please be sure to show them this video and prove them wrong, because you are now equipped and you're now educated with what is going on with the Easy Properties app and everything that you need to know about the Easy Properties. So those are the things to look out for. And guys, please be sure to subscribe. As I always say, that most of the people who are watching my videos are people who have not subscribed, because I'd love for you to subscribe, because guys, we want to reach the 1,000 subscriber mark for the year 2022, which will make me very happy and which will make me motivated to keep on doing these kind of videos, these financial videos for everyone. So my name is Chaba Malakwani, and I'll see you in the next video.